Hello boxing fans, welcome back to Andy's Cavern for some more boxing chat. And we've got a big show coming up tonight, haven't we? We've got the big start of Riyadh season in Saudi coming up tonight. I've been thinking a bit about Eubank Jr. He appears to try to make a name for himself out there. I mean, is it the way in he turned up with the big sword and that? I mean, he's almost pretending he's Zorro or somebody, Master swordsman of boxing. But Kendo Nagasaki, the wrestler, he used to have a big sword, didn't he, when he came in the ring at times. But I don't exactly know the ins and outs and why Eubank's got one, but it's maybe like a symbolic thing for being out in Saudi. He's trying to merge in with our culture, isn't he? But I see Conor Benn popped up. Like it was maybe staged or that, trying to ambush Eubank. I mean, for me, Conor Benn, what's happening with his licence? We still don't know. Is it a silent ban or what's going on? We keep telling us, oh, it's next week, Frank Smith, somebody needs to question him out the mainstream media, because he said there was a hearing coming up next week, and that was about 2 weeks ago. So it's always next week, isn't it? Kick the can down the road. But why is he piping up, making noises about wanting to fight people if he doesn't have a licence? And if there's still a hearing to come up, who's to say he's going to get a licence, you know? I noticed Eddie Hills has jumped back on the bandwagon, backing him up again. All that seemed to go quiet for a while, but I think he's maybe just looking at cashing him in and bye-bye after that. Because if Eubank fights him, if that all gets okayed and fights him, when I watch a boxing match, I'm just a pure boxing fan, not a fanboy of anybody. Don't mind who wins. I've got a neutral. And if I'm doing this, if I'm talking about boxing on here as a fan, I can't be taking sides or backing people. If somebody is super talented like Usyk, I'll point that out, because you've got to be honest. There's too much BS in boxing, and personally, I feel I'm a straight talker. You want to get to the bottom of the truth. You don't want any. I just can't be doing all that. BS, as I say, to be polite. So for me, I mean, him going about shouting he's going to be fighting him and fighting, he was calling out people, top names, saying he's going to be fighting. That's like me saying I'm going to be flying that aeroplane, because I don't have a pilot's licence. So that's pie in the sky stuff, isn't it? Get your licence sorted out before you start shouting you're going to be fighting this and fighting that and fighting them. You're fighting nobody at the moment, are you? So for me, if the fight does happen, and like I say, normal circumstances, I don't mind who wins, as long as you get a good fair fight, everybody gets a fair kick of the ball, or so to speak, a level playing field, and you get a fair result, no dodgy decisions or controversy. You don't want controversy, because it just smites the sport. So, but personally, for me, Conor Benn's a drug cheat. He's failed drug tests, hasn't he? So, unless he can prove otherwise, he hasn't done so far. He's a suspected drug cheat. So, I hope Eubank hammers him, I think drug cheats should be beaten out of boxing. So, I think I'd like to see Eubank batter him, because I don't want to see anybody getting injured, but a beating like Dubois gave Joshua, that's the kind of thing I want to see, because Eddie Hearn was talking about his resume there. What's all this resume? He's not even won an area title. He's won nothing. He's going on his old man's name, isn't he? And getting a social media profile and whatnot. For me, no, it's no good. It's just his whole situation has been a black cloud hanging over boxing for the past couple of years, and boxing's got enough issues without that hanging over it. It's no surprise people are turning off and going away to watch UFC and MMA stuff. Personally, I don't. I love boxing. I don't know enough about MMA to talk about it. I know a few of my pals do, and they like it, but I don't know who's who in MMA. I've seen a few good fights, but then it's like boxing. You'll get good fights and bad fights. You'll get bore fests at time, I'm guessing. Good and bad and everything in life, isn't there? So, but for me, if that fight happens, I hope Eubank does the business and batters them out the sport, because there's no place in sport for drug cheats in my eyes. So, but we'll wait and see what happens. We'll see how Eubank gets on tonight against Camille Sherameta, or Serameta, if I've pronounced that right. Anyway, hope you're all well out there, and till the next time, I'll try and get some more content out. Can only do it when I've got time. Time is my enemy, and what you might describe as time poor. So I've got a busy life, but I'll be watching the boxing tonight, and I am looking forward to it because it's a top card. But Eubank also seems to be a thorn in Bricktop's side, doesn't he? You watch Bricktop's face when people ask him about Eubank. Bricktop's still talking. He's still talking things in the hands of the lawyers, aren't they? So even though Turkey Al Sheikh's calmed them all down, or quietened them all down, so we'll wait and see what happens. It's all interesting stuff, isn't it? So I hope you're all good out there, guys, and keep watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications, and share with your friends or your social media or WhatsApp or whatever, and we'll try and grow the channel a bit. Okay guys, hope you're all good. Take care. Till the next time. Cheers.